While Zoran Mamdani secured a historic victory in the New York mayoral elections, the mayor-elect has been criticized by Republicans and Israel for allegedly backing Hamas in a statement he made 2 years ago. The 34-year-old Democrat in 2023 had stated that he mourned the deaths and was praying for the safe return of every hostage held by the Palestinian militant group. However, it is the second part of the statement that has drawn a lot of ire. Mamdani back then had said, and I quote, "Our government has been complicit through it all. This must end. The occupation and apartheid must end." He also accused Israel of launching a genocide or war against Palestinians in the Gaza Strip. Following this, Israel hit back at Mamdani's statement by calling it shameful. The country's foreign ministry said that Mamdani has chosen to act as a mouthpiece for Hamas. It also stated that the mayor-elect is spreading Hamas's fake genocide campaigns while also accusing him of normalizing anti-Semitism. Israeli Minister Amichai Chikli has slammed the election of Zoran Mamdani as mayor of New York. The minister has urged New York Jews to move to Israel. And posted on social media platform X, Chikli said that New York has handed over its keys to a Hamas supporter. Mamdani's Republican contender Curtis Sliwa has disagreed with Mamdani's statement, saying that he has been very inconsistent and has not buckled. Meanwhile, independent candidate and New York's former governor, Andrew Cuomo, has not directly responded to the statement, but said that he stands with the Jewish people and would fight anti-Semitism in all forms. As Zoran Mamdani wrapped his victory speech in New York, President Trump took to social media with a post saying, "And so it begins." Prior to Mamdani's historic victory, the president criticized Jews voting for Zoran Mamdani. In a post on True Social, Trump said that any Jewish person voting for Mamdani is stupid. "34-year-old Zoran Mamdani has won the New York City mayoral election, defeating former Governor Andrew Cuomo and Republican nominee Curtis Sliwa. He is the youngest to hold the post in over a century. Also, the first Indian-origin South Asian mayor. Mamdani's victory comes in the face of fierce attacks on his policies from business elites, conservative media commentators, and U.S. President Donald Trump. But he had a strong message for Trump in his first address after the election.
New York will remain a city of immigrants, a city built by immigrants, powered by immigrants, and as of tonight, led by an immigrant. So hear me, President Trump, when I say this. To get to any of us, you will have to get through all of us.
The turnout was high in this year's vote in New York City. Board of Elections said the turnout surpassed 2 million for the first time in more than 3 decades. The statement was issued in a post just before polls closed at 9 p.m. local time, underscoring the scale of public engagements in what turned out to be one of the city's most closely watched and historic elections. Trump made an 11th-hour intervention in the race, urging voters who he said really have no choice and must vote for Cuomo. However, Cuomo cleared that the U.S. president did not support him but opposed Mamdani. With about 90% of the votes counted, Cuomo trailed far behind with 41.6%, while Mamdani led with 50.4%. Sliwa was placed third with 7.1%. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, who did not endorse Mamdani until late in the race, cast the results as a verdict on cost of living. Mamdani will take office on the 1st of January next year. 3 challenges await him. The first and foremost is delivering on his promises. He has promised universal childcare, freezing rent in subsidized units, free public buses, and city-run grocery stores. He says it will be paid by new taxes on millionaires and corporations that will raise $9 billion. The second is taking the incoming fires from Republicans In his victory speech, Mamdani challenged Trump to turn up the volume. It remains to be seen how a politician with no executive experience will handle the onslaught that's sure to come. The US president has already threatened to pull federal funding, but Mamdani seems undeterred. He in fact addressed Trump with 4 words: turn the volume up.
So Donald Trump, since I know you're watching, I have 4 words for you. Turn the volume up.
In New Jersey, Democratic Party candidate Nikki Sherrill beat out a Trump-backed businessman, and in Virginia, Democratic candidate Abigail Spanberger took back the governor's mansion from the Republicans. Trump, however, takes no blame. In a post on True Social, he cited anonymous pollsters suggesting the Republican defeats were down to the government shutdown and the fact that his own name was not on the ballot. High-profile Democrats have sought to frame these elections as a turning point for the party. Former President Barack Obama said the future looks a little brighter after the results, albeit with plenty of work still to do.